Bang bap.
He's here! He's here! He's here! He's just here!
As Sven Botman dropped a monstrous performance on his return.
Just get the whole feeling of match day and test yourself again. So yeah, it was a good day.
Newcastle United are about to cook. From revealing the Sky Sports exclusive to uncovering Newcastle's secret agreed deal. Plus, who's the £6 million Premier League classy defender open to a move to Newcastle in January? Also, according to YouTube stats, only about 6% of the people who watch my videos are actually subscribed. So if you like this video or just realized that you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. You can always unsubscribe later. It's free. Enjoy the video.
Let's go!
Starting off, as Newcastle United's under-21 team secured a thrilling 3-2 victory over Chelsea's under-21 team in the Premier League, 2 at Whitley Park on Monday night. Sven Botman made a significant return to action after spending 9 months sidelined due to an ACL injury, alongside Lewis Miley, who also started in midfield. Newcastle head coach Eddie Howe was present to witness Botman's comeback, accompanied by several first-team players. Botman's return was a welcome sight after such a long absence. He quickly showcased his skills by delivering a trademark drilled forward pass to striker Ben Parkinson, just a couple of minutes into the match. Although he had one misplaced pass in the first half, it was the only sign of rustiness from the centre-back on what was otherwise an assured defensive performance. Botman kept a clean sheet during his hour on the pitch, with the team conceding only after he was substituted. This match marks an important step in his recovery and reintegration into the squad. Speaking after the game, Sven Botman said,
"You've just played your first game of football in exactly 9 months. How did it feel to be out there again?"
Yeah, good feeling. Just get the whole feeling of match day and test yourself again. So yeah, it was a good day.
60 minutes in the tank for yourself and no goals conceded. Were you pleased with your night's work?
Yeah, if there's a clean sheet, then I'm always pleased. But there was more about myself, my injury, of course, and everything went well. So yeah, good night.
Eddie Howe, Jason Tyndall, they were in attendance, as a number of your teammates were as well. Just how valued was that support for yourself?
Yeah, it's always nice to see them around. I didn't know that they were coming, but yeah, it's been a long few months. So the teammates of mine, they wish me all the best as well. So it's nice to see them here.
It's obviously been a long road to recovery for yourself. What emotions were going through your head as you stepped onto the pitch for the first time in 275 days?
Well, just like I said, it's just to get the feeling of the whole match day vibe again, get the sharpness, and it's all about the game, the actions, and just get that moment and get that feeling again. So it's nice. Yeah.
You've obviously had to be mentally strong and motivated during your 9 months away from the football pitch. Just how did you manage to do that, particularly in those dark moments?
Well, like I said, you have some good periods and you have some bad ones, and at the end you come through it. It's been a long period, but just want to look to the future now and don't want to look back anymore. So, yeah.
But what lessons has this injury taught you, both as a player and a person?
Quite a lot. First of all, you start to handle yourself without football, because football has been your whole life basically, and to have a life without it is quite hard. So you have to learn that. But on the other side, you have a different life as well. I had my baby, so that's a different life as well. So it's also good sides that you have more time to spend with family.
And what are your aims now that you've played your first minutes of the season?
Yeah, I've been training for a while now, so it's actually my last phase in the rehab. I'm looking forward to that moment back in St. James with the first team. That's basically my goal now. Yeah.
Then moving on to some transfer news. Newcastle United appears set to lose a long-term player this summer, with reports suggesting that a deal in principle has been agreed for a January exit. Eddie Howe has managed to steer the team back on track, highlighted by a dominant 4-0 win over Leicester City at the weekend. Ruud van Nistelrooy praised Newcastle's performance, noting that he learned a thing or two that could benefit his Leicester side. The clean sheet against Leicester was the first since early November and provided a much-needed confidence boost for Martin Dubravka, who is stepping in for the injured Nick Pope. However, it seems Dubravka may be on his way out, as reports indicate he has agreed to a deal in principle with a new club. According to major Saudi outlet Ariadia, Dubravka has reached an agreement to join Al-Shabaab in January. Prior to Pope's injury, Dubravka was primarily in a backup role, but he seized his opportunity against Leicester and is expected to continue as the starting goalkeeper. With his contract set to expire in June, Dubravka's limited playing time likely influences his decision to seek a move. Although he looked solid in the recent match, it appears he has made up his mind to pursue a new challenge in Saudi Arabia. This situation presents a dilemma for Newcastle, as Howe will likely have relied on Dubravka as a key player until Pope's return. The club now faces the decision of whether to depend on Odysseas Vlachodimos in the interim or explore options in the transfer market.
Me personally, I wouldn't take this level of disrespect.
Then moving on, Sky Sports News has revealed an exclusive regarding Newcastle's right-wing transfer target, Johan Bakayoko. Recent reports had indicated that Newcastle United is seriously considering a move for PSV winger Johan Bakayoko ahead of the January transfer window. Both Luke Edwards from The Telegraph and Mark Douglas from the iNews have confirmed the club's interest in the 21-year-old, who is seen as a talented yet more affordable alternative to Premier League options like Brian Mbeumo and Antoine Semenyo, both expected to cost between £50 to £60 million. Belgian journalist Sacha Tavolieri provided an update for Sky Sports, revealing that PSV is reluctantly open to selling Bakayoko in 2025, with a reported asking price of €30 million. Nottingham Forest and Brentford have also been tracking the winger over the past two transfer windows, but it appears Newcastle is monitoring him closely as they contemplate a January bid. Bakayoko is reportedly interested in joining Newcastle and is eager to advance his career, having previously turned down a lucrative offer from Saudi Arabian club Al Hilal over the summer. If the claims are accurate, Bakayoko could potentially be signed for around £25 million, which would be significantly lower than the cost associated with Mbeumo or Semenyo. While it may be surprising if PSV accepts this figure during a competitive season, where they are vying for the Dutch title and Champions League knockout qualification, this approach aligns with Newcastle's strategy of pursuing overseas talent rather than overpaying for established Premier League players. As Bakayoko's rejection of a move to Saudi Arabia signals his interest in playing for Newcastle, where he could enhance his chances of becoming a regular in the Belgian national team. Given Newcastle's pressing need for a right winger and the potential for freeing up funds through player sales, this situation is definitely one to watch as the January transfer window approaches. But tell me, who would be your dream right-wing signing for Newcastle United? Then, Newcastle United is reportedly interested in a Premier League defender who is set to be available for just £6 million in January. The club's search for a centre-back has led them to consider Manchester United's Victor Lindelof, who is open to a move following a drop in his standing at Old Trafford. Previously, Newcastle prioritised strengthening their defence over the summer, with new sporting director Paul Mitchell pursuing a deal for Crystal Palace's Mark Guehi. However, the imminent return of Sven Botman and Jamal Lascelles has eased some concerns in the centre-back position. Despite this, head coach Eddie Howe is keen to bolster the squad further in 2025, even as a right winger now takes precedence. With Newcastle's January budget expected to be tight due to ongoing adherence to profit and sustainability rules, they may need to explore more affordable defensive options. Lindelof, along with Everton and West Ham, has emerged as a potential target, with Manchester United reportedly seeking between €7 to €8 million, €6 million, for his departure this January. The Swedish international is set to become a free agent in the summer when his contract expires. While Lindelof brings considerable Premier League experience with 183 appearances for Manchester United, he may not fit the profile Newcastle has been pursuing. Young, athletic, and pacey defenders who can enhance the starting 11. Signing Lindelof could provide depth and experience to the back line, but it may be viewed as a short-term solution rather than a significant upgrade. Furthermore, Lindelof's reported salary of £120,000 per week poses a challenge for Newcastle under their current financial constraints. The club may also consider other alternative targets or other younger defenders who, although less experienced, could provide long-term solutions at centre-back. Then, in an exciting development, if you want to know why Newcastle's future is insane, click the video link on screen now.